So, well, anybody who's had anything to do with me over on any kind of mapping community or modern Discord or anything like that will know that I can be an absolute downright arsehole to people for what seems like no apparent reason, and that is pretty much it. I'm just a genuine arsehole to people for no reason, and I need to apologise to anybody I have ever ran into in the map community or the modern Discord, anybody who I have ever offended and upset through my words. I don't mean it intentionally to do that. It kind of spurs off on these things, like these idealistic things that we have in life and how you want things to be done to a certain degree and a level. And when certain people don't meet that criteria, then I fly off the handle, and I shouldn't. I should. It's not my place. If people want to make maps, they want to make maps or do things how they want to do things. That's entirely their choice. I shouldn't be being a nasty person or nasty, just downright horrible to them. I can say my opinions, offer some help and some tips, but being nasty, I should not be, and I need to work on that. And this kind of like flows into my like real life stuff, not just on the mapping world and Call of Duty and stuff like that. In real life, I'm the type of person where if I say something and I don't agree with it, I will say that, and I will say my opinion. I'm a very opinionated person. Now, that's not a bad thing to say you're an opinionated person. Lots of people are opinionated, and it's the point of when you realize you have these opinions, you've got to keep them to yourself sometimes. You've got to stop forcing your opinions on others and stop telling people how you think things should be done. Because they are just essentially my opinions. And well, they might not matter to some, they matter to me, but I still need to realize that not everybody's opinions and going around things are the same as mine. So this is kind of, I do want to apologize to everybody in like the mapping community and the Discord and stuff like that for the way I act and stuff. And it did kind of get it out of hand. And I'm going to be honest, it did spawn from the fact that when I made Fabric Done Toten, it was one of the first maps released into the workshop for Black Ops 3 mod tools. And to see that map go from me personally never having any mapping experience or not doing anything with mod tools ever in my life, to make this map that I think I put a lot of effort and soul into, to see it just project into this massive thing where everybody loved it, everybody played it, everybody knew what Fabric Done Toten was. It's one of the top maps on the Steam right now. And that went to my head. That really did go to my head, and it is horrible to say it because I was like, I didn't try and brag about it, but deep down I knew to myself, yeah, my map's better than your map. That is not the case. That is not the case at all, because my map, when you look at Fabric Done Toten, it is a bad map. It is really, really bad. I loaded it into the mod tools recently, tried to play around with it, tried to update it, and I just realized, Jesus, Gaz, you were bragging and you're an asshole to everybody else when realistically your map wasn't that good, and the only reason that people used your map and played your map was because it was one of the first full complete maps. At the time, we didn't have full complete maps into Black Ops 3 mod tools, and my map was one of the first maps to, like I said, be released into mod tools and be one of the first ones that was fully complete. And it went to my head, and I came across as an arsehole to many people over on the Discord by telling them what they should do and what they shouldn't do, when really I didn't even know what to do. I didn't even know how I was doing these things. I didn't know how to map, but I was telling these people, this is how you should be doing it. This is how you should be mapping. This is what you should be doing. And I had no right. I had no right whatsoever to do that to anybody. To this day, I do not have that right to tell people how they should map and what they should do. It's just because I'm such an opinionated person that it spills over and becomes some sort of nasty trait where people think, oh, Madgaz is an arsehole because he said this to somebody and he said that to somebody else. Deep down, I'm not a nasty person. I don't mean to be nasty when I say these things. I get invested with like the mapping community, and I say things, and I do go out of control sometimes, and I'll go take things too far, and I really should just back off a bit. But that's me, and I can't say, I honestly cannot stress how sorry I am and how like I understand that people don't like me, and that is my own fault, and that's my own doing, and I will work tirelessly, build the bridges with these people to make them like me again, or accept me again, or even just tolerate me being the same community as them. I cannot make people like me. All I can do is be me, and that's me being opinionated, but I need to realise that being opinionated just needs to be my thing. I just need to keep the opinions to myself, or, like, you know, I'm not saying I'm going to just be quiet and not say what I think, because that's not the way I was raised. I've always been told to, like, speak your mind, and if you see something you don't agree with, there and say it, but don't go to the degree where you're upsetting people and being deliberately offensive. Now, I want to say a massive, massive apologies to Ice Grenade. Now, that guy, he's a nice guy. He really was a nice guy. At the start of the mod tools, he was nice to me. He was nice enough to me. And granted, I really, really took the piss with Ice Grenade. And I feel really, really bad about it, because he was making these maps. Granted, they weren't my style of maps, and it wasn't what I prefer to be classed as a map and stuff. But he loved to make these little challenge maps for people. And his fans loved to play those maps. And they were colourful and bright and crazy and stuff like that. And that's Ice's personality. He's a colourful character, and he makes these colourful, cool maps that people love to play. And I hated on that guy for so many months. And he never retaliated to me. He never was nasty to me. And I was just constantly bashing him and bashing him and bashing him. And I'm just a complete and utter dick to that guy. And to this day, I do not know why. Because we are speaking now. We're in speaking terms now. And I've spoke to him. We played a few games of Black Ops 3 recently. And he is a nice guy. He really is a nice guy. He just likes to do these maps for himself and his fans. And who am I to say that he can't? Why was I thinking that I could? And I know it was just the fact that I was riding on the coattails of the success of Fabric Done Totem. And I was just pushing my opinions on people. And it was entirely wrong. So, Ice Grenade, if you do watch this video, I wholeheartedly apologise to you. That was a complete and a dick thing I did to you for so many months, and you didn't deserve it. No one deserved that kind of hate that I gave to you. No one deserves any kind of hate. But I feel the one I gave to Ice Grenade was really unjust, and he did not deserve that, because, like I say, Ice Grenade is a cool guy. He's a nice enough guy. I don't see him being a bad person to anybody. So for me to go out my way and purposely be a dick to him, that's not who I am. I honestly cannot believe I did that, and I really, really, I don't know what to say other than I'm sorry, Ice Grenade. I'm sorry, dude. I honestly did not mean to go so far to upsetting you or calling you out on certain things and stuff like that. I'm a dick. Downrightly, I'm a dick, and for you to be speaking to me now, even, Jesus Christ, that takes some guts for you to actually just accept me again and start talking to me like normal as if nothing had happened. And I respect you for that, and I'm sorry, honest to God, truly sorry for the way I went on with you. And I'm sorry to anybody else in the Discord, which leads me to another guy, which is Shifty Gamer. He's making the Mob of the Dead remake, and well, I've getting on with Shifty for many months now. I even sent him one of the rooms from Fabric Done Totem for his Mob of the Dead remake, and it was obviously released a video saying that the scale was wrong of my map compared to his. So you may have used a reference, I'm not entirely sure. Now, I have no reason why I hated Shifty. I don't hate Shifty, I said that wrong. I have no reason why I hate on Shifty, other than just my dickish personality coming out and me being an arse for no reason. When he released the video saying his map was complete, and in that video he showed areas that wasn't complete. And once again, my opinionated nature came out, and that was me getting triggered and thinking, hang on a minute, just wait, your map's not complete. Why are you telling people it's complete? And I went into the Discord. Few people privately messaged me beforehand telling me about this, and I'll never name names. If anybody messaged me privately, anything like that, no name, I will never mention people's names. And they told me about this, so I went into the Discord and I made a comment about it, saying he said his map's complete, and it's not complete. And it went on this big rant, basically me adding fuel to the fire that Shifty was going to release a badly detailed map. And obviously the way things work in the community, people will tell people if people are bad-mouthing each other. So Shifty found out through some of his fans that I was bad-mouthing him, which is rightfully so. I mean, his fans are his fans for a reason. And they obviously got word back to him, or somehow he got his word back. And a bit of heated debate came back, and obviously, you know, if you follow the YouTube with Shifty's Mob of the Dead remake, he made a couple of videos stating about people being nasty to him over in the Discord and being nasty about his map. That was me. That was once again me. The dickhead sitting here was me. And Shifty, if you do happen to watch this video, I do apologise greatly to you, because you're a cool guy and you've done nothing wrong in anything in the map and Discord. You're making Mob of the Dead remake, which is one of the most anticipated maps. to be made for Black Ops 3. And I have no reason why I hate on you. You've done nothing wrong to me. I just, at that moment, I kind of lost it a bit. And now I need to realise why I'm losing it with people. And I think it's people say you've got an ego. Madgaz has an ego. I don't have an ego. Believe it or not, I don't have an ego. It was just because I was riding on the coattails of Fabric and Toten being one of the top rated maps on Steam. It's not the best map by any means. I'm not saying Fabric is the best map. It is nowhere near best map. It's just top rated because of the time of the mod tools being released. It was one of the first fully complete maps. That's how it got up there. And it kicks you into realization as you make more maps as you go on. So like the Ochelon, Bunker 10. Bunker 10 did quite well, Ochelon did well. Then I released my latest map, Great, and people didn't like it. And that got to me. And I'm just now re-evaluating things and you're not invincible. No one's invincible. No one's indestructible. You're only here once on this life and this planet. So stop being a dickhead to people. This is me telling me. Madgaz, stop being a dickhead to you. Anybody, stop being a dickhead. I'll watch this video back one day and I'll read through it or listen through it or whatever. And I'm an asshole to people that don't deserve it. I even, like my best friend in real life, Pip Bear, Gavin, I feel like I'm being a dick to him sometimes for no apparent reason, just because I'm opinionated and I'm an opinionated arsehole. That's just the way I am, and I will try and work on it and not be as forthright in speaking about my opinions. I will say my opinions always. People can change things if it's related to mapping, but I honestly cannot stress how shit I feel at the time. This like time right now, I honestly feel terrible for the way I spoke to folk in the Discord, and it might spend like spool off to like the fact that everybody just wants to be liked by everybody. Everybody just wants to have like a group of people or working communities and stuff like that. And maybe that's what it was with me. I just wanted to be liked by everybody, and it kind of backfired. Now a lot of people will say this, that not many people like Madgaz, and that's fine. I don't expect you to like me. I've dug my own hole, and now I've got to lie in it, and yeah. So the motto behind it is don't be a dick. Don't be a dick to people, because it doesn't pay off in the end. It's not paying off for me right now. It really isn't. Sure, I have people I speak to and stuff like that, but realistically, I know that not many people like me.